Hello students, today the topic I am going to discuss is routing algorithms. First of all, what is the definition of routing algorithms? Routing is the process of selecting a path for traffic in a network or between or across multiple networks. The routing function and logical function is lies on the layer of network layer of OSI model. Now there are two type of routing algorithms: static routing and dynamic routing. Static routing is also called as non-adaptive routing, while dynamic routing is called as adaptive routing. There are three types of static routing: shortest path routing, flooding, and flow based routing, while dynamic routing or adaptive routing is divided into two algorithms, that is distance vector routing and link state routing. First of all, I am going to discuss what is static routing. Static routing is a process in which we have to manually add route in routing table. Static routing is also known as non-adaptive routing. Static routing does not involve any change in routing table unless the network administrator change or modify them manually. Static routing algorithm function well where the network traffic is predictable. Static routing is simple to design and easy to implement. Static routes can be considered as an efficient method for a small and simple network that does not change frequently. Now I am going to discuss the definition of dynamic routing. Dynamic routing, also called as adaptive routing. Dynamic routing is superior as compared to static routing because it updates the routing information of route in routing table according to the change in network topology. Dynamic routing uses protocols to discover network destination and the route to reach it. Dynamic routing algorithm use the two types of algorithm as I discuss later, that is distance vector and link state. Now I am going to discuss comparison of static and dynamic routing. Static routing is ideal for small network while dynamic routing is suitable for large networks. Static routing configuring static route involve less cost and can be easily maintained by the network administrator, while dynamic routing involve cost in terms of CPU, processors, and bandwidth on the network links. Static routing route cannot be changed until authorized by the network administrator, while dynamic routing protocol find the route for traversing the packets. Static routing, in which routers are not updated dynamically in the routing table and hence cannot deduct inactive routes. Therefore, static routing is called non-adaptive routing. While in dynamic routing protocols update the routing table with the updates route. Therefore, dynamic routing is called adaptive routing. Now I am going to discuss types of routing algorithm in static routing algorithm. First type is shortest path. In shortest path, link between routers have a cost associated with them. In general, it could be a function of distance, bandwidth, average traffic, communication cost, and router processing speed. The shortest path algorithm just find the least expensive path between the node through the network based on the cost function. The example of shortest path algorithm is Dijkstra algorithm. Second type of static routing algorithm is flooding. It is used in computer networks routing algorithm in which every incoming packet is sent through every outgoing link except the one it arrived on. One disadvantage of this algorithm is that it generates a large number of duplicate packets. Therefore, we use selective flooding. In this algorithm, every incoming packet is not sent out on every output line. Instead, packet is sent only on those lines which are approximately going in the right direction in the selective flooding. Now the third type I am going to discuss is flow-based routing. Flow-based routing use network topology. Now I am going to discuss what is network topology. Network topology is defined how the nodes are connected to form a network is called the topology. Now in flow-based routing, it uses the network topology, traffic matrices and capacity matrices to determine static routes. For example, there is always a huge traffic from A to D through B. Then the traffic from A to D should not be routed through B in flow-based routing. Instead, route is considered through ACFED, even though it is longer path than ABD. This is the procedure we follow in flow-based routing. Now I am going to discuss the diagram of flow-based routing, that how we follow the path. As we know, the shortest path for sending the packet from A to D is through B. But flow-based routing does not consider it due to traffic. So flow-based routing consider the another path other than shortest path. The path we are consider in flow-based routing is ACFED to traverse the packet from A to D, or to send the packet from A to D instead of ABD. This is the procedure we are follow in the flow-based routing to route or to send the packets. Now second type is dynamic routing algorithm. The first type of dynamic routing algorithm is distance vector routing algorithm. I want to give basic discussion about that. Distance vector routing algorithm always maintain information about the neighboring node, not about the information of network topology. It does not have a knowledge about the other node in the topology. Now I am going to discuss its definition. In this algorithm, each router maintains a table called vector table. Such a table gives the best known distance to each destination and the information about which line to be used to reach there. In this, we assume that each router knows the identity of every other router in the network, but the shortest path to each router is not known. Now the second type of dynamic algorithm is link state routing. I want to give basic definition of link state routing, that it maintains information about all the nodes in the network topology, while distance vector algorithm only maintain the information about the neighboring node in a network. Now I am going to discuss link state routing. The link state routing is simple and each router has to perform the following operations. Each router should discover its neighbor and obtain their network address. Then it should measure the delay or cost to each of these neighbors. In link state routing, all the neighbors shall share their routing table to all the nodes in the network. It should construct a packet containing the network addresses and the delay of the neighbors. Link state routing sends this packet to all other routers. Link state routing computes the shortest path to every other router. The similarity between both the algorithm, distance vector and link state routing, that it always follow the shortest path between the every node or router. Now what is the difference between distance vector and the link state algorithm? The distance vector is send complete routing table between the neighboring node, while link state send link state information to all the node. Distance vector, it has slow convergence while link state has fast convergence. Distance vector updates are sent using broadcast technique to the neighboring node, while link state update are sent using multicast technique to all the node in a common network. Distance vector does not know the network topology. Link state know the whole network topology. Distance vector is very simple to configure, while link state is very difficult to configure. Distance vector is susceptible to routing loops, while link state is less susceptible to routing loops because link state has the information about the whole network topology. Thank you for today's lecture.